This is Adam with PlayPSVR.com, and today we are covering Rez Infinite. To me, Rez is the most underrated game in the PSVR library. Not to say that it is the best game per se, but the visual stimulation is second to none. It has a ton of replay value, and it's simply a blast to play. However, this is one of the games that you rarely hear people talk about or recommend, and I think that's a shame because Rez is an incredible game. Rez was the first game that I had ever played on the PSVR, and that's something that I'm extremely thankful for. Rez feels as though you're in the acid trip, flying through a world, you're eliminating a host of enemies, all with this seemingly unknown mission. Rez Infinite is separated into two parts. Rez, which is the same game that was released for the Dreamcast back in the day, and Area X, a VR exclusive that is unlocked after defeating Rez. The main campaign is broken up into 5 different areas, each with their own end bosses and levels within each stage. The game pushes your character toward the end point of the area, which is separated via 10 different levels. You hold the X button on the DualShock controller to lock on the enemies. You can lock onto 8 at a time, which allows you to score more points the more enemies that are locked on. Once you have locked onto the enemies, you release X to destroy them. Simple as that. Your character can evolve into different forms, but it only takes one hit to knock you down a form or make you lose if you're in the first form on a level. Within each area there are objectives to complete, such as 100% analyzation, which is essentially you defeated the entire level, 100% enemy kill rate, and 100% item collection. Rez in itself isn't necessarily difficult, but I wouldn't say it's easy either. It is a good combination of challenging but not too hard. It's a game where you can sit down, relax, and play without worrying about dying or having to be fully focused every single second. The meat and easily the best part of Rez Infinite is Area X. This VR-specific area allows you to take control of your character and move him how you want while staying within the VR boundaries. The experience is the most visually stimulating one on the PSVR hands down. My first few times playing this game, I just received goosebumps because it was so immersive. As enemies fly around you and you're entrenched in this incredible world, and the whole experience is just mesmerizing. It has great diversity in terms of level design and the bosses. It matches the theme of Rez perfectly, and it truly, until even this day, is my favorite VR experience. Rez Infinite provides a ton of in-game perks for those who complete various tasks, such as scoring a certain number of points, playing for a certain amount of time, etc. This not only increases the replayability of Rez, because first of all, each time you play an area, you see something else that you hadn't noticed. Areas 1 and 4 take less than 9 minutes to complete each. Area 5 of Rez takes less than 20 minutes, and Area X only takes about 15 minutes to complete. So it is a short game, but I think it adds a replayability because you can hop on, play a quick level, and move on, or keep piling through Rez and push it forward. It's also a great game to have friends play because it's one of the most immersive and visually impressive games on the PSVR library. To be warned, if people get sick with the VR headset, maybe Rez isn't the best game to start them off on because it is so visually stimulating. It could easily make them sick if they get motion sickness easily. Overall, I beg you not to ignore Rez Infinite as part of your PSVR collection. It's an incredible game that deserves more hype than it gets, and in my opinion, it will never become less impressive in the later years because it's so well done. Enjoy one of the most visually stimulating experiences in PSVR, and do yourself a favor and go out and buy Rez Infinite.